So let's talk about virtual assistants. So while I'm doing this, if we could take one of those and hand them around, that would be great, and I'll come back to that. So who knows, and probably in this world, especially since COVID, who knows what a virtual assistant is and does? Most people, before COVID, we probably only had about 20% of the room that actually confidently put their hand up and say, yeah, I know what a virtual assistant does. So it's definitely, COVID was our friend because it definitely excelled that industry for sure. So some of the things that a VA can do for you, and a VA is more of an industry. So it's a virtual assistant industry rather than a person, but it's an odd industry because we call ourselves virtual assistants as well as it being the industry. But virtual assistants can do things like bookkeeping. So a bookkeeper could be a virtual assistant because essentially a lot of bookkeepers are working from home and they're working for other businesses as well as yours. They can do travel arrangements, diary management, answering phone calls, cold calling, social media, transcription, recruitment, office management even. And the next level up from a VA is a OBM, so an online business manager, and they can do everything that, let's say, like someone like a practice manager would do. So they can do everything in your business, including recruitment for you, so you can just focus on what you do best. Our motto is you do what you do best and we'll do the rest. Other things like posting, writing blogs, answering emails, doing orders for you, and data entry. What would you do? I want you to think about this, and you don't need to answer me yet, we'll answer at the end. What would you do if you had one day back from your business? I just want you to think about that for a moment and keep that in your head, and we'll come back to it. So your business could be restricted in growing if you want your business to grow or you want a better lifestyle from your business. It could be restricted by procrastination, and we all do it. We all procrastinate over something. It's usually something we don't like doing. You're unsure what you're doing. You're doing it wrong, so it means you have to go back and do it again. You're rushing jobs and making mistakes. So for those people who see clients on a regular basis, you might be rushing to get something done in between those client appointments. Distractions or family commitments. I know myself, if I'm doing something like social media, which I don't particularly like doing now, I have a VA for that, then I'll get very much distracted on what Joe Blue's doing instead of what I'm supposed to be doing. So having someone else do that for you takes away that distraction. You jump on Facebook, for example, or even LinkedIn, any of those, you can jump on one of those I'm just going to go put a post up, and an hour later you're still there. And you still haven't put the post up, by the way, because you've been distracted on what everybody else is doing. So that's where it can really save you some time as well. So basically what I want you to do very quickly, and because we're on limited time, we won't give you as much time as I usually do, just have a quick scan through that list that I've just put on your table and tick off what you do in your own business. So even if you have an admin member, there's still some stuff in there you will probably do yourself. So just take a couple of minutes to quickly just scan through that, and then I'm going to do a very quick exercise with you.
It's like business bingo.
It's a good little exercise because it realises how much you actually do when it comes to admin.
Might be better to tick what we don't do.
I know, I've heard that so many times. Can you just tell me what they do, what you don't do? That's much easier.
My VA's not doing a good job.
So as you're running through that, have a think about how much time you spend on those particular tasks that you are ticking off. And it doesn't have to be exact, obviously, it can be very broad. Because it was, I should be doing that. So I changed it to a lead magnet on my website instead of an ebook I had on there.
Yeah, link it up with which time associated each and have it generate.
That's a great idea.
Yeah. Which one you can save.
Yeah, that's a good idea. All right, so somebody, when you've got a time, just a very rough estimate of time on how much you would spend on those tasks, let's double that. And there's a reason for this. So we're going to double that time. So someone want to throw me some times that they think they spend on that stuff with the doubled amount? Yep.
10 hours.
10 hours? Yep. It's actually quite low compared to most people. Anyone else?
Oh, no, all
20.
this stuff you mean.
Yeah, all that stuff. 20? Yep.
20 plus.
Yep.
No.
Say 40.
40? Yep. 40. That's probably the highest one I've had. Yes. So,
Or you double it,
yeah, that's right. The reason why I say double it is because, as I just said before, if you jump on something like Facebook, you've probably lost an hour and you haven't even realised it. So unless you are tracking your time, you don't really know how much time you're spending on those tasks unless you are physically tracking. As VAs, we are tracking every single minute of our day so we know where our time's going, obviously to build a few of our clients. That is a really good indication of how much time you're actually losing in your business. And so if you're charging out at $100 or $200 an hour or between that, depending on what you're doing, and you get a VA to do stuff that's a lot less than that, then you could be earning a lot more money in your business and you're getting 10, 20, 40 hours back in your business. So every time I do this with everybody, my talk is get a day back in your business, but almost everybody in the room gets 2 days back. So what you just thought about that you'd like to spend your time doing one day, you can actually do more and have 2 days instead. Bringing on a VA, and I'm going to ask you, think about what you, as I said at the end, I'm going to ask you what you're going to do with that time. So bringing on a VA, you can literally sit back and watch your business grow. And if you're doing something personally, yep, you can actually see yourself grow. So mine is I spend one day, every Friday I have off, and a lot of the time that's at the track. But that makes me a better business owner to be able to step back from my business and think about things when I'm just racing. How does it all work? We work to you and how you want to work in your business. So whether you work by email, messenger, whatever, that's how our communication is going to be. Phone systems, you keep your same phone number, it's just diverted to us for an internal number, but your phone number stays the same. I don't believe in porting over numbers because if you leave us, it's a pain to get that number back. So we're always looking for the best thing to do for you as a business. We like to be considered as team members of your business and help you grow. So we're always looking for ways to make it better for you and make it more efficient for you to save you money and grow your business. So to finish off, who wants to throw me some ideas of what they do with even just one day back in their business? You're going to join me at Lakeside? I'm always open for passengers, absolutely. Everyone says they're going to it, they never want it. Maybe they're scared. I don't know. Who else? Yep.
Going fishing.
Go fishing. Perfect. Yep. Anyone else?
Sitting on Facebook.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we've got 2 days. You can have one for yourself to spend with your family or do what you want to do as your passion. And the other, you can just focus on working on your business rather than in your business.
I'm going to elaborate and say that I'm creative. Those things, there's only 5 things I don't do.
Yeah.
And it's got a one-man band.
Yes.
But you're creative times I work until 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yep.
And I work 60, 80 hours a week.
Yep.
And it's not really an issue, but because that's just what you do.
Yeah, that's right.
It's not the same kind of paradigm.
Yeah. And it's finding, if business is my passion, so I do enjoy spending the time on the business, but it's also obviously driving is my passion as well. So once I found that, even though I've always been there, but leveled that up, I was able to go, I need to detach from my business to make that business better. And my coach actually has me tracking the revenue I was getting on the day of track day, and then a month later we'll look at it again to see if that's grown. And I actually just checked that the other day and it had. So that's pretty cool. But yes. So yeah, any questions?
Are your VAs based here?
Yes, so I've got, out of the 10, I've got 8 here, mainly in the Moreton Bay region, but I have one on the Gold Coast and one in Ipswich as well, and I've got 2 in the Philippines. But the Philippines girls do basic marketing, they don't get on phones, and they generally work for us and they're managed here. But yeah.
I've got a full-time VA,
Yep.
and he started in March, and since he's come on board, I've got 2 full days extra a week.
Awesome.
Because I have him.
I know,
So
it's amazing.
definitely, it's amazing how much
Yeah.
it helps you. And you stop wasting time on stupid things.
Totally,
Yeah.
totally. We see it all the time with clients. Where I had one of my early clients started at, what did she start at? I can't remember now. It was like $2,000. No, it was $10,000 a month, and then with her just bringing us on to look after all their emails. It was a weight loss business. To look after all their emails and all their ticketing system and all that sort of thing. She went up to $40,000 a week.
Wow.
So her business just exploded. As a result, mine did too, because I had to have hire the staff to look after that. And then she just got to the point where we were too expensive and went offshore. Don't blame her, because she just needed so much support. Yeah. Cool. Awesome. Thank you very much, everyone.